All the uncertainty in the room. This draft feel weird, extra weird. Like usually around this time, we got a feeling. We know where number one going. We know. We're trying to figure out two and three. There should be somebody flying into the top 10 right now. What's happening? The only person there's a person flying, Anthony Richardson, but uh, it's smoke screens because this Anthony Richardson hype is eerily familiar to the Malik Willis hype last year. And we all saw what happened with that. Because crazily, that was like one of the first rational things I've ever seen NFL GMs come together and be like, hey, we might be tweaking. Will Anderson, Jalen Carter have practically become the number three pick, number four pick. And Jalen Carter has some legal issues right now, which personally I don't think is really gonna drag along or really affect his football life too much. So I don't know how that's gonna affect his draft stock. It's a tragedy what happened and people's lives were lost, and it's like sad. But football wise, it doesn't change anything. Um, Receivers, there's no receivers. Like there's receivers, but there's no receivers at the same time. Jackson Smith and Jiba is like talked about as the number one receiver, and at the same time, what should he really be? I there's so many questions because he didn't play. Hey, dude from not TCU, throwing a forward. Is it TCU? Yeah, TCU. Hey, anyway, national championship. That was TCU, right? No, I'm tweaking right now. But Derek Johnson, his his stock, like, what's happening with him? Seriously, nobody talking about him right now. He ain't run his 40. Hey, combine just happened. It's really slow. Derek Carr, yeah, he just signed with the Saints, but the Saints, I don't know how that works. They have so many cap issues. This is gonna be some interesting mathematics that happen for this to work out. What's going on? What's going on? Like the corners in this class, it's like a deep corner class, but there's no star. You feel me? There's no stars in this draft. Like how we've had stars. Like there's some stars, but it's like, why are you talking about next year's quarterbacks instead of the quarterbacks right now? There's a question mark on Bryce Young. There's a question mark on Will Levis. There's question marks all over this draft. So it's like, this is a draft to trade down. Just move. There's a handful of players to fall in love with. A handful of players to fall in love with. Everybody else, they got questions. So unless you truly in love, move. Move. Like, yeah, eventually somebody's gonna have to pick because eventually someone's gonna have to pick. But if you can get out, Get out.